red. All right, now focus. The color of this pen is The color of this pen is the color of the pen that I hold in my hand is royal blue. Ah! Liar, Liar, released in 1997 and is directed by Tom Shattuck, who's also behind films like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Bruce Almighty, and The Nutty Professor. The film stars Jim Carrey, Maura Tierney, Jennifer Tilly, and Carrie Elways. And this is episode 76 of Caleb Watches Movies. We are making our way to episode 100, and today we are talking about my favorite comedy, of course, which is Liar, Liar. And gosh, this movie means so much to me. Fletcher Reed is a successful defense lawyer, and he got to be that way because he lies all of the time. And on his son's 5th birthday, he gets sick and tired of his dad hurting other people with his lies, so he makes a wish that he cannot tell a lie for one whole day. And for the next 24 hours, the untruthful Jim Carrey goes on a rampage to tell the truth to every question that is asked to him. I will put my foot down and say right off the bat that this is Jim Carrey at his best. Just in terms of his comedic genius alone, his freedom to do kind of whatever pops into his mind while it's on take it's amazing to watch. Now, of course, there are several different movies that probably could have fit into this category of being my favorite comedy, but Liar Liar just holds a special place in my heart. It basically broke me out as a kid. Really, growing up, I was extremely introverted, extremely shy. I wouldn't really say much in school, wouldn't really hang out with a lot of people. But then this movie happened, and just seeing the physical and hilarious performance from Jim Carrey just sparked something inside of me to be a little bit more outgoing during the later years of my childhood. I would perform that opening bit that I did on this video, the pen is blue scene. I would do that all the time in middle school and in high school, and people seemed to really love it. They would laugh at me. Or maybe they would laugh with me. I was hoping they would laughing with me. But just from me doing that scene or other scenes from this movie and watching it causing laughter in others, I was like, this is the field for me. I love the entertainment business. I want to be a comedian. So are there other comedy films that could have fit into this category for me? Sure, but really Liar Liar was the one that hit me in my core and made me the person who I am today. And for that, it has to be my favorite comedy. This film is hilarious to me from start to end. That's one thing I love about Tom Shattuck's films, Ace Ventura, Bruce Almighty, this one. He basically lets Jim Carrey do whatever he wants. I believe on one of his DVDs he was describing it kind of like fly fishing. Basically sent Jim Carrey out there and just kind of threw things at him and see what would stick and see what kind of fit the situation best. And as an actor, I would think that that would be the most liberating and the best way to get kind of a stellar performance from someone. Just let your mind go crazy. Don't think. Just do it. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't, who cares? Throw it out the window. Do something different. And you definitely see that in this movie, especially during the outtakes at the very end of the film. You definitely see that in Ace Ventura and in Bruce Almighty. Needless to say, I think Tom Shattuck really gets the comedic side of Jim Carrey, which not every director gets, by the way. But really, this film is incredibly funny, all based on the shoulders of Jim Carrey. He's such a free-willed spirit in this film. His character is basically a pathological liar, and, you know, from that on paper, that seems like, God, this guy is a really shitty dude. But Jim Carrey just brings like this charm about him that makes him likable even when he's lying about really serious stuff. And his interactions with the child Max is just heartwarming. Oh yeah, Max, it's becoming the claw! If I was 5, I would want a dad like that. You know, other than the whole, oh, you're lying to me all the time thing. Now with that last statement, this film brings up some great philosophical questions about what is truth and what is fact. Now looking at the rules of this plot, Max, who is 5, he made the wish for his father not to tell a lie. We don't know how this magically happened, it just kinda does. And as the film rolls out, out, we see that it's all from this perspective of a 5-year-old. And really, I think a 5-year-old can't really distinguish the difference between what is true and what is a fact. If his father said he's going to be there by 6 o'clock and he doesn't show up till 7:30, well, from a 5-year-old's mindset, well, that's a lie. When in fact, maybe there were other factors that came in, so maybe his court date went a little long, or maybe he got stuck in traffic. We don't know, but to a 5-year-old, no, you weren't here at 6, so you just lied to me. Then this film gets into some great philosophical questions like, well, if I know the answer is going to be a lie, am I lying? I'm not saying anything, they're the ones saying it, but because I know it, does that make it a lie? Ooh, wow, my brain hurts after that one. So yes, this film has some crazy, wild antics, all from Jim Carrey, of course, but this film has a great heart to it as well. In this lawyer's fighting back against not being able to lie, he realizes that, you know, sometimes the truth is a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. But in the end, all that really matters is that he has a family that he needs to spend more time with and that he loves his son. And when you get to that core of this film, this is a really heartfelt, like, family comedy / drama almost. Now, of course, I said that Jim Carrey is fantastic in this film, but you also have to applaud everyone else in this film, especially in the background, all those extras, for keeping a straight face. How you are able to do that with Jim Carrey kind of daring death during a court thing, I mean, because you're able to do that, my hat's off to you. You have to wonder how many outtakes there were if there was just an extra or another, like, supporting cast member that just couldn't keep it together. I want to know how many there are. Maura Tierney, I absolutely love in this film. She plays the mother of Max and the ex-husband of Jim Carrey's character. I just always loved her as an actress. She's very genuine. She's never over the top. I always believe her in everything that she's doing. Plus, she just seems like a really cool person, and I absolutely love her here. But probably the best supporting actor of this film is Cary Elwes. He is over the top, but in a totally, completely different way than Jim Carrey. Whereas Jim Carrey can be over the top angry, Cary Elwes is over the top nice. And I know you know someone like that, where they're so nice and so happy and so chipper, no matter what the situation is, that you kind of just want to punch him in the face. And every time he comes in, he's like, oh, hello, Audrey Fletcher. Pleasure to see you. I don't really like you, but gosh golly gee, how you doing? I have something for you, young man. Oh, watch yourself, it's the claw! Oh, the claw's coming at you. Ooh, you're scared of the claw. You're scared of the claw. Ooh! Oh, that's my favorite part. I love it. I love it so much. Cary Elwes, man, I haven't seen him in a while. What the hell is he doing? So guys, in the end, again, Liar Liar is absolutely my favorite comedy. It is definitely within my top 10 favorite films of all time. And I can't get enough of this film. I popped it in and I remembered every single line because I had it memorized when I was a kid. Here it goes. I sped. I followed too closely. I ran a stop sign. I almost hit a Chevy. I sped some more. I failed to yield at a crosswalk. I changed lanes on the intersection. I changed lanes while running a red light and speeding. Wow. I didn't have a life when I was young. In retrospective, I'm kind of realizing that I annoyed a lot of people in middle school and in high school, but you know what? I'm still the person who I am today, and I love who I am, so dang it, I don't regret it at all. This film is hilarious. It has great performances, straight performances, comedic performances, and this film has a ton of heart to it. It gets you in the feels, and it also gets you thinking about the perspective of what is true and what is fact. I definitely recommend, if you've never seen this film before, please, please, please give it a watch. This is Jim Carrey at his comedic best, and if you haven't seen it in a very long time, pop it in again. It surprisingly holds up. All the jokes are still new and fresh. So, of course, I'm gonna give Liar Liar 5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
All right, let's get it.
All right, everyone, so we are moving on to episode 100 and beyond. We are going on to episode 77, which is a film that makes me happy. And there are so many films out there that makes me happy, but there is one that always pops into my mind when I think about this category. And you know what? It takes place in the great city of Puxatawny. Come on, you should get it from that hint. Come on. So, everyone, have you seen Liar Liar? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before, you stumbled across it because of this video, please comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. And when you're done commenting, please like and subscribe to my channel so you know the next time I post my next movie review. So everyone, I will see you next time with episode 77 of Caleb Watches Movies, a film that makes me happy. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.